Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. My apologies for not putting out a video yesterday on Friday. I'll be honest, I had very little to talk about, and I have a little bit more to say today. But a lot of what was on the blog was stuff that we had already talked about here on the Boilon channel from the data mines and all of that. So I don't think there was anything too surprising on there. I kind of want to do a little bit of a review of that, a little bit of a review of what's to come, I guess, for next week. But also, I want to talk about Chapter 2. And maybe I'm the only one who feels this way, but I feel like, you know, this chapter has been very dull. Comparatively to the Quasar chapter, I felt there was more going on, and it more than just the negative zone, which obviously we did not like, most of us did not like to run every single day. But I just feel that this one's really lacking in a lot of different ways. So I want to talk about that and more in today's video. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. Now, before we get started with the rest, I do want to talk, and I should have mentioned this in my intro, I suppose, that there is a new promo code that came out last night. So if you haven't picked it up yet, I want to mention it here. It is Operation Sinister, all in caps. I will have this in the pinned comment section down below. If you missed this or whatever, it'll be there, so you can copy and paste it from there if you prefer. Obviously, go to the website, msf.com, and then the player gift section along the side, right, into this button here. So do that, click Operation, type in Operation Sinister, and you'll get yourself 150 power cores and 150. This one's not bad, L4 training mod. 150 L4 training modules ain't bad. But the power cores, which I guess you can use right now towards the current event that is running, the Throne of Shadows. So I unlocked Scorpion for this one. I did go pull the power cores, which unfortunately cost me more than I thought. Like it's going to cost me about it did cost me like 9,000 power cores. I guess it got me here for the moment, right? Until so Danger Room is coming back, where you're going to earn the X-Cells for that. If you happen to have saved or didn't do the other Danger Room, you could have actually claimed it for this as well. But there is going to be a repeat of the Hellfire Danger Room coming back on Monday. The Blast Wave Orb Fragments, this is paid. It's in the offers right now for Blast Stars Ultimate, I think. It is Awakened Ultimate, and then some additional points for Shaw and Summers at 5 yellow. I got the points for Scorpion, but I will not get the points for Scorpion at 5 yellow. Now, in my previous video, I talked about how this might have been possible with Balanced Draft. I did test this. It did not work. My apologies for what I thought was, I thought they were going to make the same mistakes again because the text was very similar. But I did try it and it did not work. So unfortunately, that's not happening. But there's a pretty good conversion rate at 4-1 on the power core. So I think that there is a possibility for free-to-play players to get ahead in this event if you're willing to unlock Scorpion. Also, extra points for people who are going to get Sebastian, Shaw, and Rachel to 5, because this will help as well. And that's what I mentioned this in my previous video as well. That's what I'm doing right now. So I am coring the store. I have a lot of antimatter, but I am coring once per reset just so I get enough to Sebastian Shaw to 5 before the end of this event, right? I was at 3-star, so I would have had to get an additional 210 shards. So I think that I will be able to do this, especially with next week's antimatters as well. And Rachel Summers is very close to 5 right now, so I can stop her and then funnel it all to Sebastian Shaw. So that's my plans in hopes that maybe I land in the top 2,000. Obviously, I'm not trying to get, like I'm not getting a 2 diamond, right? Like, that's just not happening. I'm not getting top 1K. That's not happening. But obviously, you know, saving my Bio G20 minis for the next best characters would be great as well. And so if I can manage in the top 3K, top 4K, whatever, right, you know, that'd be great. And then I come away with the null diamond. So that's also, we have the Null Battleworld. Nope, that's ending. So you might get to watch this video as it's ending. But yeah, hopefully you've done your null attacks. Where's my alliance right now? So it's actually a pretty high bar. I didn't realize how high of a bar this 200 shards was actually, because I don't know how much we participated, but we're only at 19 million VP. And yeah, so I guess we're only getting 150, not 200. So yeah, the bar to get that maximum 200 was a bit high. I do feel that this should have been a bit lower bar, right? Because it's not alliances like me who need it. I'm already at 7, right? The alliances who need more shards for null are going to be the players that are kind of lower down the rung, right? So I feel like they should have made this a little bit easier to pick up these shards than having the VP requirements so high. I didn't realize that when I first made the video about this, when I did the 100 plus the 200. I thought that they would both be relatively easy to achieve, but it just seems that it's not, unless you're doing like very, very high D5 and people are actually doing all their attacks, which not everyone is now these days. So that's null. Let's jump to the blog though, talk about a few things. So again, I've spoken about quite a few of these things. Phantom Rider Battle Pass coming on Monday. There is a very particular thing with the Secret Warriors that I want to talk about before we go any further. I think it is in the blog, but if you're someone who had upgraded any of your Secret Warriors characters within the last 2 weeks, like high, like 990 plus, basically, file a support ticket and you should be able to get a refund of your resources, because there's going to be an upgrade token to take these characters up for free that you're going to get up as part of the battle pass, and I'm pretty sure it's mentioned in here as well. So let's scroll down. We have Blast Star Shards, right? That's right now, and in the command center. Phantom Rider, more Rachel Summers slow drip is what I call it. Captain Britain via the free claim, because he hasn't been permanently available, but now he will be soon at 50 shards a week, so that's good. We've already talked about this week 6 in the previous data mines. There is going to be some premium rewards of diamond orbs and premium objectives for gear tier 20 Sinister, Superior, and Insidious. I talked about this in the last video, right? We talked about whether or not it would be worth upgrading any of these characters for this. Now, it is super effing vague. It says diamond orbs. What I think is going to happen is I think that it's going to be Scorpion diamond orbs. That would make sense because it's a Sinister 6 objective, but keep in mind that Scorpion diamond orb fragments is an unlimited point scoring thing here for the Throne of Shadows leaderboard. That means that having gear tier 20 characters of any of these, I don't know if there's a limit how many times you're going to be able to do this or whatnot, but it'll be very important to get diamond orb fragments, which will then funnel into the null leaderboard and is a potential free-to-play avenue for you to be able to do this. Now, if it's one for each, obviously what you would want to do would be to gear tier 20 Scorpion, because he covers Sinister 6 and Insidious 6. I guess there is going to be Hobgoblin available later on, but then you'll want to get a Superior 6 character and then upgrade them, right? So I think this could be Green Goblin Classic for people who are heavy into PvP, into Cosmic Crucible, right? Maybe I need to take him up to 150 and gear tier 20 him as well. Superior Spider-Man obviously would be the pick, but he's not going to be here before the leaderboard goes away. So you can't double dip with that. And I think out of all of these characters that exist for Superior 6, I think Green Goblin is probably the one that's going to be staying on that team. So I would probably take Green Goblin Classic and Scorpion if you have the excess resources to do that, and then take them to gear tier 20 if these premium rewards are Scorpion Diamond Orbs. So do keep that in mind. We're going to skip ahead on this Rachel Summers stuff. We already know about this. Hobgoblin is coming out next week on the 12th, which is going to be Friday. Yep, next Friday. So right at the end of the week. Again, he's not Superior 6. So he's Insidious 6 and Sinister 6, but not Superior 6 as far as the gear tier 20 points go. And you'd have to core for him. And frankly, I'm not going to. I might core for Superior Spider-Man, however, because I think he is going to be the best character on all of the Sinister 6 teams. And he is one of the best characters of the patch. And probably his kit is really good. He looks really cool. And I think he is going to be the best member that you would want to get higher stars on. But that's just me. I have no intentions of coring for Hobgoblin. Maybe we'll discuss that later on next week. So the Phantom Rider pass, right? There's a free and a premium pass. I'm going to skim a little bit. You're going to get shards, you're going to get red stars, and apparently some free awakened abilities as well. So complete all the battle pass milestones to maximize. You'll unlock a 3-star Phantom Rider after completing just 1 premium pass or 3 standard passes. So 6 weeks for free to play, or 2 weeks if you're going to buy the premium pass for 20 US dollars, right? Is that how much it costs now? Max out your Phantom Rider at 7 yellow after 6 premium passes. So that's $120 to get a 7 yellow Phantom Rider. Otherwise, after 6, you will get only a 4-star Phantom Rider. Now, I think this is the same as what it was for Ares, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. If you can, let me know in the comments down below if it was different as far as what you ended up with Ares after the 3 months. Keep in mind, 6 passes is basically 3 months. So that's how long it'll be for that. And then was it 3 passes, so 6 weeks to get him unlocked normally. And then there's the milestone, the Banshee's Fury milestone to get his red stars. You're gonna get these haunted horseshoes. We've talked about this in the data mines and stuff like that. You can earn up to 2 red Phantom Rider during the first battle pass for free. Following the first season, you can earn 1 red star with each battle pass. So by the 6th season, it is possible to have 7 red star Phantom Rider. So this appears to be free. Now, to get the diamonds, you need premium plus for 3 diamond, all 6 for a 1 diamond. Honestly, that's not even a like this. In order you need a 7 to get a 7 yellow. You have to buy all 6 premium passes anyways. But I guess that's giving you a free ride to the 1 diamond. And then here is the upgrade tokens for the updated Secret Warriors. By the 4th milestone, you'll have enough shards for all 4 characters to reach 7 yellow level 95. And that's exactly the level 95 part is exactly what I am waiting for, because mine are 70. Yeah, in the 70s range. I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. I'm going to wait. Right, I have no intentions of skipping this or upgrading them early. So if you did do that, make sure you file in that support ticket to get that stuff back to you, some additional resources. So that is nice. Thank you, Scopely, for allowing us to get our old ass characters upgraded for free. Awakened abilities. So Awakened Basic in the Phantom Rider Showcase. I believe this is free. Special offer for the special. The ultimate can be earned if you purchase all 6 passes. only available when purchased on the web store. This is important because I do not buy on the web store. Why? Because on the web store I get offered in euros because I'm living in Germany now. But on my phone it gets offered in Canadian dollars, which for me is a better deal. So I don't spend on the web store because of that. I maybe I could VPN to get around this and things like that. I'm too lazy for that. So I just purchase on my iPhone at the Canadian dollar rate. So I guess I'm not buying 6 passes for Phantom Rider anyways, but I'm just saying that if I were, I wouldn't be getting it because you only get this from the web store. The passive available via both the standard pass and command center. So I guess this is going to be free, and the basic's going to be free. The other 2 not free. And this is going to be starting on Monday. There's going to be a showcase for Phantom Rider. Now we need to talk about this because it's actually in game, and my concern is that this is not going to be a repeatable thing. I think these are one-time clears, but I'm not entirely sure. In fact, it should be on, and I want to check this, it should be in the missions section. So I want to open that up, and I want to kind of take a look at that, right? Because it should be on the left-hand side now that it's in game. The Phantom Rider, which one? Let's check the ones that we should be able to do right away, which I think is the silvers, right? Try how let's see how you do with Phantom Rider on your side. Story mode, maybe it's the story. I just wanted to check the levels to see if it looks like it's repeatable. Test drive bronze. I guess it's bronze, right? So there's going to be 10 missions. Let's click on it. Does it have repeatable completion records? First time. Okay, so there is. Okay, so it is going to be actually a showcase with energy that looks to be repeatable. Sorry, I should be going into full screen mode. There you go, because you can see on the left-hand side. So there is going to be shop credits. Yeah, we talked about shop credits. And some basic orb fragments on node number 1 for story. Is there going to be any gold? Is there any gold or trading orb fragments on any of these other ones? I just wanted to take a look. There is going to be some additional shards for characters, but that doesn't matter, right? Because we're getting a 7 yellow for free, apparently. So why are they giving away shards? But there you go. Nothing yet. Is there any gold orb fragments? This is node number 5. Oh, there we go. We got some gold orb fragments on node number 5, so that's good, especially with a repeatable energy source to be able to do that. Note training orb fragments there. None there either. Next one. Nope. Where are the training orb fragments at? Are they not here? Oh, don't know. Don't know, guys. I think this is the last one. No training orb fragments. So it's just gold orb fragments. But you can see here the Phantom Riders basic awakened ability materials that will be available through the story. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit, and I think I discussed this in previous videos, that we're basically down to like 1 showcase. So this is starting in 3 days, but the Fantastic Four one also ends at the same time. So they've really kind of like taken back a lot of the resources that we used to get. And the reason why this is a big deal, in my opinion, is because we had like usually 2 showcases. We had as much as many 3 or 4, which I admit was a lot. Like 3 or 4 showcases is a lot. But we usually had at least 2 showcases running, and that allowed us to get additional resources that we're no longer really getting. And so they kind of like scaled that back a little bit. So if it feels like you're getting a little bit less, I believe that that would be true, because it feels, and it definitely seems that way, that we're getting less resources than before. Maybe they just overblew it and they were way too generous. But the problem is when they scale it back, we tend to notice those things. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. Let's go back to the blog and see what else maybe was missed. I think that's really about it. Again, Danger Room coming back, Captain Britain stuff, so that's going to be free, right? You're going to get free Captain Britain shards, Twitch drops, but I don't really pay too much attention to that. Friday free claim, you probably should have already done. The only last thing that I want to talk about before we go away is I found this really interesting thing called the war analysis. Now, I found this because I clicked on my bell over here and it told me about this. You can now add commonly used war offense and defense teams straight to your save squad from the analysis page. Check it out today. And I did. And it's interesting because if you organize this by defend percentage, it actually shows you some of the best defenses for Alliance War, which is probably no surprise to some of them, but it's really interesting for people who just are looking for, some cut and paste stuff to put on your war defense. Like, for example, we have Odin, Xavier. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't know Xavier, but Odin, Xavier, Fantastic Four. And this is like a 56% chance to win of defense wins. Like you can see like the best, quote unquote, the best, and how many battles has been taking place with this team arrangement. And you can go through here. You can use absolute A force with Xavier, Odin. This is pretty high as well. And it's a pretty interesting tool right down here. A lot of them is with Xavier, I suppose, but there's even this down here. There's the Thanos Endgame, Gladiator, Mephisto, Odin, Null, like legendary mythic soup, this kind of thing. We have Songbird in here with combination of Fantastic Four and Xavier. Some without Xavier, again, like mythic soup here. We have Super Skrull, Mephisto, Null. I don't know why we have Dormammu, because they can't revive with Mephisto, and Apocalypse. So, some pretty interesting stuff. If you want to check this out, I think it's useful, especially for people who don't really know or care that much about war and just looking for some kind of easy plug and play stuff. They seem to have this for offense as well, although this is kind of like war offense is like a game of chess, right? Like you can't exactly copy it completely, because you need to know what you're trying to you can't use one team for everything. It's not a Swiss Army knife. You can't just do that. You need to know what you're trying to counter, right? I find this thing with Minerva kind of interesting as well here, the Undying Minerva, but interesting tool nonetheless, and hopefully they keep updating this because it might be useful. They also have a Cosmic Crucible version. I'm not sure how useful this is. There's leagues, like if you went up to Diamond and you check the stage, like stage 1, defense percent, 80%, maybe, but there's not a lot of numbers here in terms of like how much they're tracking on that. But nonetheless, it might be worth scrolling through if you're a little bit bored on the website. So I just wanted to kind of raise that before we end the video here today. Now, that's going to be it for now. We'll probably have a video for Monday, but I'm going to take a little bit of time off here for the weekend because I just want to have a little bit of a relaxed time. So that's it for now, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.